So this right here is going to be session 2, 8:45 p.m. Wednesday night. We have a couple of special guests that want to offer some thoughts to you tonight with Mr. Andrew Evans and Miss Jamie King. But before we go review the calendar and talk a little bit about the Alliance and what's happening, I want to make sure that I just give the any of the winter break branches an opportunity to just shout out anything that they have. I know, Jess, you wanted to start it up. So go for it. Anything that you want to spotlight or shout out, go for it.
Yeah, I just wanted to say something real quick. So, as you all know, that there's a trip up for grabs to Puerto Rico, and it's team building time for winter break. So this is the time where people recommend their friends to work for like 3 to 4 weeks, make a ton of money, and go travel with them. So that's what this time is about. And I know most of you have heard this on multiple team meetings. For TLA, you've been hearing about this all the time, but I really wanted to spotlight someone on my team that is really just taking the effort. And that's Miss Deanna. So I have personally set up 15 of her PRs this week. And I think she has over, 5 people launching from this week's training. So that puts her in a really sick position to win Puerto Rico. And I just wanted to spotlight that because she put in a tiny amount of work. She sends out a couple messages. She updates a spreadsheet. And it's probably not more than like 15 minutes of her day. And she has 5 people launching out of this training. So way to go, helping us build the team, but also creating a really good opportunity for yourself, not only for next summer, but for building the team with people you really like, for building the team with your friends and allowing them to have the same opportunity that you had when you started here. So great job. And if anyone wants to be like Deanna, which I strongly recommend, just reach out to your manager. And your manager will tell you how 15 minutes a day could help you win a trip and set up your next summer.
Awesome. Nice work, Jess, and definitely great work, Deanna. Especially, coming off your conference push for the Capture the Cup push, getting the $3,000 that you won, plus selling over 10K, 11K, finishing number 2, and then also building the team around some of your friends. So excellent work. We really appreciate that. I know your friends appreciate that, and you're really making a name for yourself. So kudos to you. And what you all are getting done on the dream team. Were there any of the other managers that want to, shout out, any other shout outs that we want to have done before I transition?
Sure. We're still getting the ball rolling with our team, but want to shout out Nick. We hired his little sister, Sophia, as an SMRA from Riverview High. So thanks, Nick. And we're just going to continue to build from here.
Very cool. Very cool. Another Franklin. We definitely want another Franklin on board.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Any other winter break branches want to give a shout out or have anything that they want to spotlight before we transition?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go. One, I want to say Sophie's going to be awesome to this. She's going to be great, just like Nick. And another thing, this isn't to one specific individual. This is more to everybody. All of you who are here every single week, jamming out, grinding on a Wednesday night. I just want to shout out to all of you because you guys are here while everyone else is out partying and then they come and go. But you guys are here consistently building yourself as a person. And honestly, it's gonna pay off. So shout out to you guys. You guys are doing great. Keep it up.
Excellent. And a shout out to Nick, because Nick officially got the promotion to a winter break branch. So he's getting a chance to run his own winter break branch opportunity these next 6 weeks. So he's going to be running his team. He's been working hard all fall. He's been on all boot camps and workshops and stepping in behind the scenes, attending every TLA. So we said, all right, we'll give you a shot, man. He submitted his letter of intent. He wants to open up an office next summer. So, what's the saying? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And Nick has been working hard behind the scenes. And we wanted to give him an opportunity to run a branch this winter break. So he has 6 weeks. And depending on how he does during the next 6 weeks could determine on whether or not he has an opportunity to run an office next summer. And I know a few of you have that same opportunity. I know, Cassidy and Liz Lopez and Nick Franklin and Rochelle and Audrey and there's a bunch of you, Jess, that are looking to run their own offices next summer. So Nick is one of those individuals, and we're definitely rooting him on and cheering him on during this process, along with all of you. So kudos to you. Anyone else? Last call. Cool. I just want to give a special shout out to Vicky B because, after our quick conversation, she hopped on the phones and booked, she made 13 calls. We didn't quite get the response, but made 13 calls. And I appreciate the effort 100%. And I also appreciate Brindley after our conversation, making 19 calls and getting 2 appointments booked up. So kudos to you, the both of you ladies, because it's not always fun getting called out by the district manager. But at the same time, you ladies responded perfectly, and we definitely appreciate that. And I also want to give a shout out. We had Anise booking up 4 appointments tonight. Nice work, Anise. Deanna with 3, Naya with 3, getting things rolling. And really a special shout out to those of you making over 50 phone calls, Madison and Alani, and honorable mention to Santricia with 40. But if you could make 20 calls an hour, 25 calls an hour, almost 30 calls an hour, if you don't get the pickups, there's not much you could do. But kudos to you for the effort of making those phone calls. And that's what we want to get done on Wednesday night. So recover. It's not about never messing up. It's about how fast can you recover. I shared this with my staff, and now I'll start transitioning into our second session. But I shared with my staff this week that during Thanksgiving, hopefully all of you had a beautiful Thanksgiving and with your family. And me, I those of you that heard this, forgive me, but I weighed myself before Thanksgiving, and I weighed in right at 204. And then I weighed myself right after Thanksgiving, and I weighed in right at 215.4. So I actually put on almost 12 pounds in 1 week of Thanksgiving. So it was not a high moment for me, but I had a lot of sweets, a lot of pumpkin pie, a lot of cookies and cakes, and lots of everything. Lots of caramel corn and popcorn. I mean, it was a ton. So when I got back on Sunday, I hugged my wife and I said, Fat Mike is back. Fat Mike is fun. Fat Mike eats sweets and sugars, and this is fun. And Fat Mike is going away because that's not my identity. My identity is not Fat Mike. My identity is the healthy CEO dad that I'm becoming in the future. So what did I do? I hopped back on. I went on Instacart, ordered a bunch of healthy foods. I went to the gym each morning this week, did one of the most awful things in the world that no one really should do. It's called cardio, and did that the last 2 days on the elliptical machine at the gym. And then I'll weigh myself tomorrow morning. And I already lost 4 pounds just because I was curious, and I'll probably be back down to right at that 204 to 206 range. And I held on to my identity. So the point I'm making to you is life and sports, academics, business, everything is not about never messing up. It's not about zagging and getting off course. It's how fast you can get back on course. How fast can you recover? I like golf. Tiger Woods said it best. It's not about being the greatest golfers in the world. It's not that they never get into the sand trap. It's that they could recover and get out of that sand trap and get next to the hole with one shot. The best golfers it's not that they never mess up. It's that they could recover the fastest. They recover the best. So if you didn't have the best phone jam tonight, no big deal. Just recover. Get back on it tomorrow morning. Make another 5 phone calls, 10 phone calls tomorrow morning. Maybe tomorrow night with the training class. Make another top 5, 10, 15 calls. Do some Facebook marketing in between your studies and whatnot, and just recover. So kudos and shout out to all of you. I want to bring up Mr. Andrew Evans. Mr. Andrew Evans wanted to talk to you, and he wanted to offer a couple thoughts for you tonight about some upcoming events and some important things that are on his radar. So you might want to have pen and paper out and hear from Mr. Andrew Evans on some of the things that are happening with the division right now. And then I'll come back on over, wrap up some of that, and then we'll bring up Miss Jamie King on holiday selling on how to capitalize this time of year. So here we go, Mr. Andrew Evans.
What is up, Florida Coast Division team? My name is Andrew Evans, and I'm the proud divisional coordinator for the Florida Coast Heat Division. I want to welcome you all. If you're watching this video, it's probably in your Wednesday team meeting. And I want to welcome you all, if it's your first time hearing from me, to our great division and to our great team. We are so excited to have you all here. And of course, welcome back to all the familiar faces. I wanted to record this quick message to you on Wednesday to give you a couple quick hot updates and a few announcements for you all as we enter into the last month of the year and transition forward into 2021 and beyond. So to give you guys a little bit of background, if I've never met you before, my name's Andrew. I started with the company back when I was a junior in high school. So for me, this is my first real professional position at the time. I worked with Cutco all throughout my college years. Cutco paid my entire way through school. So that was a big way for me when I first started working, being able to tell, mom, dad, hey, don't worry about school. I got it covered. And so many of our other students have done the exact same thing as well. So I worked with Cutco all throughout college. During the summers, I did what was called a branch manager position and opportunity, which for those of you all that do not know, our branch manager opportunity really is our premier work opportunity, an entrepreneurial internship opportunity that our company provides to high school and collegiate students across the country. It's a combination of almost like a startup and a franchisee model, but rather than paying the company money to open up your business, you actually get startup receivings from the actual company to support, as well as your own personal investments to be able to build, run, and operate a full-fledged business for the course of the summertime in a respective area, territory, or market. And we have so many people that are getting ready to do the exact same thing. And I did that all throughout my college years. After graduating from college, I moved down to Miami and became a district manager with the company. And at the beginning of 2020, I was tasked with the job of taking what was one of the worst divisions in the company and helping it grow and develop into what is now a flourishing and literally one of the best divisions in the entire company. That was the job. And that's really exactly what we've done here over the past 11 months since our division came into fruition. 2020 has been an absolutely crazy year for so many people. And it's been a crazy year in many, many positive ways for us as well. I'll tell you guys right now, no matter what office you're working in the division, we have pound for pound the best and strongest district manager team in the entire country, led by our veteran district manager, Mike Abramowitz, who him and the Tampa team are going to take home multiple Silver Cups this year, and our two new district managers, Eddie Las Cuevas and Alex Arias, all of which are pound for pound the strongest performers so far this fall. And what's most exciting is that we are just getting started. 2021, the future is very, very bright, and we are looking to build and expand our division. In fact, we'll be promoting close to 18 to 21 different offices next year in our division and outside of our division and across the region. So with a lot of those promotions, means if you're brand new, there's a lot more leadership opportunities that are going to be popping up and available to you all as other people move up the ladder, new opportunities and new doors emerge. And we need new leaders to take this division really to the next level. And so I'm excited to be coming to you guys tonight on your Wednesday team meetings to share with you all a couple different opportunities that we have as we enter into 2021 and beyond. Our branch managers and district manager candidates have been training for the past few months and going through what we call the Leadership Academy, or TLA. So anytime that you want to advance or move forward, whether that is into our field sales manager role, into a full-time professional selling Cutco role, or if you want to move more into a leadership management type experience, the first step is to get into our Leadership Academy. And the following people have been participating and training and practicing to have their own opportunity to run their own organizations for next summer. And all of you BMCs and DMCs out there, remember, territory announcements and official promotions and decisions will come in January at our VCA's event, or Vector Cutco Awards Night. So there's 1.5 months to really step up, make a statement before those decisions are finally made. And a quick plug for VCAs, there'll be more information coming to you all, but a phenomenal event. This is where we do our recognition for the company. We're going to recognize the $1 million a year performances, the Silver Cups, the Rolex winners, the BMWs. Always a cool event to get invited to, a phenomenal conference, and a great event to be able to get your parents to. This year they can hop on and see and participate virtually, just to get a little bit more inside scoop of exactly what it is that you're doing, the company that you're working with, our culture, our people, and how we recognize them. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you all at that event. But what's really exciting too is that as we promote branch and district managers, a lot new opportunities for the summer of 2021 and beyond are coming up. And we have, and we're looking across the division. I've already started doing it in our pilot sales office, but we're looking for assistant managers and assistant manager interns for the summer of 2021. Being AM during the summer, that was my second summer on the job, was an assistant manager. Man, not only is it a ton of fun, our assistant managers make really good money too, by the way. Just so you have an idea, the average assistant manager made about 15 to 20 grand last summer in our division. Lower assistant managers, every assistant manager pulls in at least $10,000 for the summertime, and our top performers are making anywhere from 20 to 30 grand during the course of the summertime. But what's most exciting about these people that have this role is really who these students develop and become and turn into through the process. It's a ton of fun. It's a huge resume builder, and we're looking for people to really lead and run and support our district offices and organizations in the summer of 2021 and beyond. So I just want to tell you, if you're looking forward to advance, if you're looking forward for other opportunities and opening other doors for yourself, I'm looking for A players. I'm looking for leaders. I'm looking for the aces, if you will. I'm looking for the people that are ready to step up and make a statement. And so I want to give you guys 2 thoughts tonight on really what you can do in the next couple of weeks as we enter into the winter break. Because by the way, the winter break really will set up our 2021. It starts now, and what you can start doing to really make a statement. Before I do that, I want to do some quick divisional recognition of some of our top performers last week. So inside of our division, we had the number 9 and number 1 CSP in the country, Nicole Reed, $23,000 in sales, and the number 1 rep in Cutco last week was Ray Reed, almost $30,000 in sales coming out of our Tampa team. Nice job, Ray and Nicole. By the way, they are married. If I think about a power couple, that's one. Collectively, they sold almost $50,000 and actually a little bit over $50,000 in Cutco last week. So just so you know, that household income pulled in about 26 grand last week in income just from selling knives. So if you're really excited about a full-time selling opportunity or how to take your sales game to the next level, like a lot of our CSPs do, make sure you talk to your managers tonight on about some future opportunities and how to level up and start shipping and performing. I do want to take a quick second and say, hey, if you're looking to step up, be a performer, and have some really what I want to see from people, leadership opportunity. The first thing I want you guys to write down tonight in your notes is number 1, CPO talks. CPO talks. You know, I have a saying that I can't really hear what you're saying until I actually see what you're selling. The most important thing about being a leader in a performance-based organization is first being able to perform in that organization. You can't teach people how to sell if you can't sell yourself. And selling is just one of the most important skills. I tell people this all the time. I don't care if you're working at Cutco, if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, or a business owner. Selling is the most important skill that anyone can develop. And these skills matter. They're universally applicable. That's why doing the Cutco sales presentation is so valuable. You learn simple, basic, foundational communication structures, how to network, how to speak to adults that are twice your age, how to build a rapport and build a connection with someone quickly, how to have strong, powerful questions and closing conversations. You know, this is the skills that will impact you no matter what you do in the long term. They're also the same skills that I want to see before we are moving people into positions of leadership. So be consistent with your results, and most importantly, step up when it matters. And when it matters the most is during the pushes. And we have the biggest, baddest push of the entire year coming up, our Puerto Rico push. Look, and here's the deal. Puerto Rico is going to be awesome. The one of the things that I love about our company is how much travel we take our people on. I've traveled the world with Vector. And look, you might have traveled before, but you've probably never traveled Vector style. You might have traveled before, but you might have not done as much traveling in 2020. It's one thing to travel with, like, you know, your family. It's another thing to travel with, like, you know, friends and future leaders and people you can build relationships with. And those trips are always a ton of fun. I want to have the most winners from our division coming out of the Florida Coast Heat and really have strong representation as we go to Puerto Rico at the beginning of next year. So really step up, make a statement, step up when it matters. That's what leaders do. The second thing that you can really do to start making some statements is get your friends in the door. You know, be an explosive team builder. I'll tell you guys right now that, you know, our goal over the winter break is to create massive awareness around opportunities that a lot of people don't know. Most of your friends and most college students don't know that there's an opportunity where they can work for 2 to 3 weeks over the semester break, you know, gain, you know, a couple $1,000s in income, you know, potentially hit a free trip to Puerto Rico, significantly boost their resumes, and then have the opportunity to either not have to commit beyond the winter break and be able to go back and focus on school, or really set themselves up for some long-term, you know, part-time opportunities in the spring and beyond into the summer. I was always a team builder. Anyone that knew me in college or high school, if I was close with them, they worked with Cutco at one point or another. That's because I believe in the opportunity so much. I know how much it impacted me, and I wanted to make sure every single one of my friends was able to get a similar impact, even if it was only for a couple months or a couple weeks, literally. I made sure that they got some sort of taste of that experience, and that's what we're looking to create over the winter break. We want to create massive awareness around the opportunities that we have, and it's always easy for me to tell who's going to be a great future leader by seeing who are the team builders on the team, who's really helping get our organizations grown. And there's a lot of reasons and opportunities for you to do so. There's prizes up for grabs. There's divisional recognition. It's a huge resume booster. It creates advancement opportunities for yourself. Most importantly, it's an opportunity to leave a legacy and really create something bigger than yourself. This is how we build and become a part of the #1 team that's ever graced this organization. I mentioned earlier that, you know, we were tasked with taking one of the worst divisions and turning it into one of the best. And that's exactly the division that we're headed in and the direction that we're headed in. But we need your help. We need every single person in our division, on our team, aggressively helping us build this awesome organization. So I'm going to go ahead and transition. If you're in the Metro Miami office, stay on this call. But if you're any
So you got a chance to see from the guy who makes all the decisions. You know, I'm good, but I don't make the decisions when it comes to territories or management. I present my best candidates to Mr. Andrew Evans, and he makes those decisions. So ultimately, I I'm looking for talent just like Andrew's looking at talent, and I want to position you to get on his radar because he runs the whole division. So he has all these other managers that are sending him people too, and I would like for you to be on his radar. And how do you get on his radar? Well, like we talked about during session 1, is you got to get into the Leadership Academy. You want to position yourself to have the best opportunity possible. You got to get into the Leadership Academy. And for those of you that are in the Leadership Academy, not only do you want to be in the get into Leadership Academy, you really want to be in it at a high level. And that's kind of what Jess was talking about when she was recognizing Deanna. Is she's not only just in TLA, she's taking advantage of TLA by really participating full tilt, having 10K push and building the team with her friends and being proactive during a phone jam, making her calls. So that's just an example, of course. So for those of you that don't know what TLA is, I'll just give you a quick refresher and reminder. TLA is going to give you 5 skills that you get a chance to learn. Number 1 is time management. We do a lot of support and give you a lot of support with time management help between time blocking and just helping you map out your schedule so you can enjoy yourself, do your school, do your other job, whatever you got to do, and still be able to be productive. What we also do in TLA is we teach you time management, also money management. So money management, one of the things that we'll teach you is how to invest. We have a course by Rachel Richards that we're following right now and teaching you how to invest your money. By the end of this month, everyone in TLA will learn how to make their first stock trade. They'll learn how to make their first investment. What's cool is this summer, Jess took $1,200 and dumped it into a Roth IRA and started her retirement. And when you learn and understand the rule of 72 and understand the growth of compounding interest, I know I just mapped this out with Vicky B over breakfast, and we mapped it out where to show her how she could have $1 million invested when she's retiring. When she's grandma's age, she got $1 million because of the 25 grand she sets aside now during her Cutco Through College experience. So learning about money, learning about energy management and understanding your state, your physiological state, your language and your focus, and understanding what your energy level is and what your emotional level is, and being aware of that and not being a victim, but a victor. Understanding the management of other people. And I use this example all the time because Lindsay Holstrom is a perfect example of this. It was a team of 5 when I took over Tampa. And when I took over Tampa with a team of 5, Lindsay was one of those 5. She stepped up during an SC2 push. Her goal was to do 12K and 50 demos. She sold 20K on those 50 demos. Then she not only helped take down a trophy for SC1, she helped us take down the #1 trophy for SC2. She submitted a letter of intent saying, I want to run my own branch office. Got promoted to run a Spring Hill branch office this past summer, and now is getting ready for round 2 with her 2 assistants, Sharissa and Madison, next summer as a senior branch manager. Now she's developing other people while also developing herself. So through TLA, you get a chance to learn how you feed your mind. How do you grow personally? How to grow professionally? And also how to grow financially and just work on yourself, how to pick up the book versus picking up Netflix, how to, listen to the podcast before listening to the music, and that's what we teach. So that way, when you master these 5 fundamentals of leadership, you position yourself to have options to graduate college with options as a 5-star college graduate. And that's what we want. So if you have not done your Cutco Through College PC yet, if you haven't mapped this out yet, please ask your team captain, ask your manager, hey, can you map out my Cutco Through College plan? Once you get to 6K, I'll do it with you. This was Vicky B. We had a nice meal at First Watch, and we mapped out her Cutco Through College plan of like what it looks like, what it breaks down to be. And you could see I write like a 4-year-old still. So it's kind of terrible handwriting, but it's this, and it's her Cutco Through College roadmap. And that's what we want for each of you. Or it could look a little bit more neat like Madison's. But Cutco Through College is the premier opportunity. I highly recommend you checking out the podcast because we had 2 students last summer, Jackson Vega and Deja Vega. Their dad, Mike Vega, sold Cutco as a college kid, ran a branch office, and he was just interviewed on the Changing Lives podcast. Deja went to Academy of Holy Names. Jackson went to Tampa Catholic, and he was just interviewed on the podcast. So check out his episode. You could check out my episode. You could check out Andrew Evans' episode, or you could check out Lauren Gibbs, Olympic athlete. You could check out Andrew Bosworth, VP of Facebook. All these individuals went through Leadership Academy. All these individuals are vector trained, best-selling authors, vector trained. They graduated Cutco through college. This does not have to just be a winter break thing. This can be long-term. It can be more. And that's what we want to invite you to do. So go ahead. Let's take out your calendars. We're going to go through some upcoming events. I went through this fast in session 1, but I want to go through it again session 2 to make sure that these are captured. All right. So right now we're starting with Friday. If any of you, I do have office hours tomorrow, so I'll be on the Zoom tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. So if you want any extra support from me, I'll be on here at 8:30 a.m. But starting Friday, Wim Hof. So Wim Hof is called the Iceman. Now, if you want to Google him, I encourage it. He has like 20 something world records. He ran a marathon through the Antarctic in a swimsuit, no shoes. He climbed Kilimanjaro with a swimsuit, no shoes, pretty much naked. Climbed up into the sky like 20,000 feet. He swam a football field length under the ice. Football field length under the ice. The guy's incredible. So I bought his course. It was on sale for $150. It was a 50% off for Black Friday. So I bought it. It's a 10-week course, and I'm going to be going through the course. It's an hour a week, and I'm going to share it with any of you that want to join me for free. I'm just going to be streaming it live from this Zoom, and I'm starting it this Friday morning. So if you're interested, I'm going to be doing the first session Friday morning, 8 a.m. Join me. And you'll see his behind the scenes tricks and tips and understanding what he does and how he does that. So if you're interested, join me Friday morning. The next is the social media D-Day. I know Mr. Andrew Evans talked about this. So here's what we're looking for. We're looking for you to make a list of 5, 10, 15, 20 people that you can ask them to share a post on social media during that day, and ideally tagging our game changers as well. I'd like to ask any of the coaches or the staff if they want to speak to that. I know in TLA you spoke to it already, but can anyone speak to the simplicity of this or the importance of this or how this works? Jess, it looks like you're pretty eager to talk, so go for it.
Yeah. So if some of you might know this, but this is how I got the job. So Audrey had one of her random friends post on Instagram. I saw it and I applied. So it's really simple. It really works. And Audrey won a team builder scholarship because I sold $30,000. So she got a nice chunk of change just because she had her friend post. And the way it works is it's really simple. You all have a cell phone. You all have a contact list. And if you scroll to the bottom of that contact list, you probably have over 200 contacts. Like if you have 200 contacts, that is very little. I'm really lowballing it. We have 200 people minimum that you could message to just throw up a post for you. It's a copy paste text. I do this with every single person I know. And then I go to my Instagram and I'm like, who do I not have numbers for? And I message them too. And then I do it with my Snapchat. And then I go on my Facebook. And then I ask my sister to do it. And it sounds like there's a lot of places, but this probably takes me like 40 minutes total. And every single time I do it, I at least get 1 or 2 people that launch out of training who thank me for letting them know about the opportunity. So you don't know who needs work. You don't know who's out there looking for it. I was 17 years old, moved to Tampa by myself and desperately needed a job and was very grateful that Audrey Cruz had her friend post on Instagram so that I could sit in front of you today. Audrey probably wasn't thinking that when she texted this friend to throw up a post, but that's what I want you to be thinking about. It's really easy. It's a copy paste text, and you just have people throw up a post and tag you and tag Bay Area Game Changers. That way, if anyone in their network is interested, they can just swipe up and apply. There's no other better way of serving your community, in my opinion, than giving them an opportunity where they can work for 2, 3, 4 weeks and earn money that they probably really need, or just be a part of a really great team.
Well said. I appreciate that, Jess. So we'll be sending you what to text, and we'll be sending you what to post. and just be on the lookout on the Game Changer chat for that. So that's going to be on Saturday. Then on Sunday, we have the push kickoff. So some of you are going into final exams and you're like, there is a push. It's a push called studying. So some of you might not be pushing during this next week or 2 weeks. But if you're done with school or you're not in school right now, be ready to kick off with fury. Be ready to kick off with fury for that phone jam on Sunday to leave with 10 appointments. So talk to your team captain, talk to your coach, your branch manager about what makes the most sense for you. But that 7th is a double dip day. So the double dip day, like we talked about, is there's 2 contests that one starts and one ends. The Cutco for Christmas ends, and then you got the Puerto Rico trip starts. So you can go out on that day on the 7th, sell $3K and win $300 in Cutco and sell $3K, and you're already halfway to the first level of qualifying for the Puerto Rico trip. So I would try to maximize December 7th, and that also goes for this pay cycle. So I would have a Magic Monday if you can. Also, Mr. Andrew Evans is starting the Alliance at 8 a.m. on Monday morning. So if you are not in finals, or you do want to sell, or you do want to maximize the holiday selling opportunity here, I would start joining these 8 a.m. Alliance sessions. We'll be sending the link out. It's going to be on Mr. Andrew Evans Zoom, and it's going to give you an opportunity to make some money, make some new friends, have some fun, get some personal, professional, financial growth, and position you to advance within the company. So that's going to be starting on the 7th. On Tuesday, the 8th, is the sales leadership development meeting. If you haven't gone to an SLDM, who has gone to one of these SLDMs by show of hands, just out of curiosity? Who can offer a quick testimonial of a, what an SLDM has offered you or taught you or exposed you to some new level of thinking or excitement or information? Would anybody who could share on that? Sarah E. Hello, friend.
Hello, I've been to 2 of them accidentally because I thought it was just another meeting, but Andrew Evans really does give a lot more insight on like the future of Cutco for you. I'm interested in the like sales professional where you go to like home shows and all that. So that really opened up some opportunities that I didn't see before I went to one of those. And just there's really something for anybody to look forward to, like being a 5-star recruit and all of that great stuff and the scholarships.
It's great. And by the way, congratulations on the engagement.
Oh, thank you.
Very exciting.
I just took my ring off.
Oh, well, congrats. Beautiful. Wow. Very exciting.
Thank you.
And I love what you said, Sarah, because you're going to be traveling with the future hubby, and you're going to be all over the place and having an opportunity to make 50% commission. I mean, you saw Ray Reed and Nicole Reed, they're a married couple, and Ray just put up 30 grand last week, made 15 G's just by marketing to his customers. And you learn how to do stuff like that and how to do marketing. Ray and Nicole also last month posted up in Jacksonville, rented at a conference room, and sent it a mass email, said, bring your Cutco, we'll sharpen your knives. And they ended up dropping like 30 grand in a weekend. Right? So you learn these tools, you learn these marketing, you learn how to sell at a high level. It's exciting. And a sales leadership development meeting at least exposes you to all the opportunities that are available to you. So thank you for bringing that up, Sarah. I really appreciate you chiming in and getting congratulations on the engagement.
Thank you.
So that's going to be on Tuesday. So if you haven't gone to one, then that's going to be on Tuesday. If you have gone to one, to Sarah's point, it's okay. You could go to another one. If you need a refresher or you just need a little kick in the ass, go ahead, show up on Tuesday. Andrew will give you what you need. Wednesday is going to be the Snap Blitz, and that's where we're going to do direct messaging. So we're going to teach you something called the Snapchat takeover, where you could send a video of like myself or your coach just explaining the position, and it'll just be a explanation of the job. And it's like, hey, are you wondering what we do? This is what we do. Boom. And you send a video, and it's like a quick video that's like, Cliff Notes version of the position of the team and everything. And you just blitz that shit to your friends. and see who's looking and who's not and who's interested. So that's another marketing that we're going to do next Wednesday. And then those of you that get to 10K, I know a few of you are targeting it. Victoria O and Sarah E and Anise. There's a few of you gunning for that 10K. This is the next TLA prep. We'd love to get you there. So you got to get to 10K beforehand so that way we could get you the official invitation to that prep. So that's the main stuff. The others are on the horizon. They're 2 weeks out, so we'll talk about them next week. But I do want to make sure you tell your parents about the parent night. You also want to mark your calendars for the divisional prep meeting. This is going to be a divisional meeting with guest speakers. You want to be there, but the parent night is critical. We'll talk about this more next week, but just mark your calendars and also mark your calendars for the annual holiday party. Everything else, like I said, the calendars we already reviewed, but we have, the guest speakers on the 18th. We got the feeding frenzy on the 20th. And then of course, the 28th is the big day where you can qualify. You literally could have a 6K day on the 28th and you win Puerto Rico and make like $2,000 in income. So the 28th could be a huge, massive day for you to maximize. So, any of the coaches or anyone want to share anything or say anything before I bring up Miss Jamie King to talk about holiday selling to help you maximize the month of December with personal sales? Go once, going twice. All right, here we go. So this is going to be pen and paper. For those of you that don't know Jamie King, who watched Jamie King speak at the conference? Vicky B, Alani, can you offer a quick testimony for those that had never learned from a Jamie King of like, she's the real deal, or you learned some stuff and why they should pay attention right now?
Yeah, so she gave us not only really good information, but like step-by-step instruction on how to implement it, which I think is very useful. So you can like take notes, practice it, and then actually use it in your demo when you do it. So it's good that she teaches us exactly what and how to do it.
Nice. Well said. And Jamie, for those of you that don't know, she's over $1 million in Cutco sales. She's actually approaching $2 million in Cutco sales. She's a mom of two. She's a Cutco sales professional. She sells to real estate agents direct. I mean, that's really her target client that she sells to. And she does gifts for them. She sells maybe 150,000 a year. She makes 50% of that. So she makes 75 grand from home as a mom of two. It's a pretty good gig. And so she has been selling Cutco for quite some time. I learned how to sell during the holidays from Jamie King. So I have this video. You may have seen it, but you never hear the same thing twice. This is in the archives. Okay. This is in the archives. She recorded this. Now a lot of this is going to be about live demos. So you got to have a little bit of an open mind because obviously we're doing virtual demos, but this was recorded about 10, maybe 12 years ago. Okay. So there's going to be some stuff that's outdated, but there's going to be a lot of things that you can do on your appointment. So this is going to be pen and paper type of heavy stuff. I mean, she's going to give you little stuff like wear a Santa hat on your appointment. You might say that's silly, but it creates the environment. It creates the environment of the holidays, right? So there's going to be little things that she's going to give. And you might want to say, well, I can't bring candy canes to my customer's house. However, could you do a drive-by and drop them in their mailbox if they live nearby? Like you could start thinking about some things. You could go to the dollar store and get some stockings for $1 and stuff it with some candy canes and some things and drop them off at your customers' mailboxes. You're only doing like 5 demos a week if they live nearby you, right? And not only are they're definitely going to show up for their appointment, they're going to be excited for their appointment. And it creates the holiday spirit. So be ready to take some notes on some of this stuff. It's going to be pen and paper heavy. And of course, if you guys got to hop off or whatever, that's up to you. But this is going to be really good content for you. And then we'll debrief afterwards. So here we go. Jamie King, holiday selling.
Guys, get ready. This talk is my favorite talk every year to give because I am so passionate about holiday selling. It is my favorite time of year to sell. But I want to start by kind of talking you guys into why this should also be your favorite time to sell Cutco. It starts with your mindset. Okay, I want to ask you guys a question. if you really ask yourself honestly, are you really excited about selling Cutco around Christmas, around the holidays? Or are you a little apprehensive? Is there that little voice in your head that says, I don't know if people buy this stuff, it's the holidays. How is that? Okay. It's okay if you feel like that. I get it. But guys, here's why this is the most important time of year to be selling. Don't listen to that scared little voice, because it's not true. People do more cooking in the next 2 to 6 weeks. In just that 4 week, 4 to 6 week period, they're cooking more than any other time period of the year. So what better time of year to realize they need new knives during the time of the year that they're going to be using the most? Okay, that's the most important time to realize, like, wow, I just had Thanksgiving and my knives absolutely suck. How weird is it that this kid came over and showed me some cool knives? Is that a coincidence? I think not. Okay, so it's destiny, right? They just carved the turkey and it's shredded all over the place, and then you show up, next week and you do a demo and they're like, oh wow, this is kind of perfect. I was just thinking I need new knives. You know how many times I've heard that, guys?
Yeah, it's pretty
Hundreds, literally hundreds. And every time I hear that, I'm like, oh, okay. That sounds good to me. Okay, so just get yourself in this mindset. This time of year, guys, is when people get in the mindset of spending money. Okay, they get holiday bonuses. Some people save all year for this time of year because they know naturally their spending habits are going to go up. You guys been to a mall lately? Okay, you see any signs anywhere? Do anybody notice any advertising on TV? Okay, people are amping up right now for the holiday season. That's what happens. Sales. Everything's on sale. Everything goes on sale for the holidays. So make sure, and does anybody see an extended hours anywhere? Okay, make sure your store, your business, your company is also extending its hours. Guys, you should work harder, do more demos in this time of year to maximize this consumer mindset. Okay, people go crazy around the holidays. That's like they flip a switch. Halloween goes, and all of a sudden it's Christmas, right? October 31st is everybody gets crazy and funky with their costumes. November 1st, they wake up and do what? Put up freaking Christmas decorations, okay? They totally forget there's a holiday in between. But people just start thinking, oh, it's Christmas, I gotta do some shopping, get some presents under the tree. Okay, this is just consumer mindset, and our retail consumer world has made it this way. So I'm just saying, maximize on that and take advantage of it and do more appointments around this time of year so that you can have the same effect in your business. So a couple of reasons why Cutco rocks as a gift is if you guys didn't already know this, but these are things you want to tell to your customers when you do your demos. Number 1, made in America since 1949. Made in the USA, more than ever. Now more than ever, that's important in this industry, okay? People are looking right now for made in America products because they're disappearing like flies. Or flies don't really disappear. They're disappearing like hotcakes.
Good job.
I like hotcakes, pancakes. I know, that'd be pretty good, right? So, made in America, that's important. Make sure you stress that, which I'm sure you do. They're used every day. Guys, Good Housekeeping Magazine did an article that said an average consumer uses a knife 1,000 times a year. I'm sorry, scratch that. 10,000 times a year. 10,000 times a year a knife is picked up and used in the average household. Ms. Jones, how many gifts can you give your friends and family they're going to use 10,000 times this year? Ooh, off the top of your head. Okay. It's always the right color, size, and style. Have you ever bought that gift, Miss Jones, and you just thought they'd like it, but it wasn't quite the right size? Wasn't quite the right color? This is always the right color, size, and style. Speaking of style, who thinks eating's ever going out of style? Pretty much never. Okay, I say that to my customers. This is going to always be in style. I don't know about you, Ms. Jones, but I don't see anyone that's going to stop eating in the next decade. Okay, and they're not just ripping their food apart with their hands. Okay, so they had to have something to use. That's why this is useful for everyone. And this is unique and universal for everyone. Okay, hassle-free. Ms. Jones, remember last year when you went Christmas shopping and you had to do 5 circles around the parking lot at the mall just to get a parking spot? Then you just had to fight traffic in line to go fight traffic in line at the store to go fight traffic in line at the counter to go fight some more traffic in line. Okay, who knows what I'm talking about? Doing some holiday shopping. You stand in line to wait and stand in more lines, right? Okay, yeah, that's what it's all about, right? So Ms. Jones, do you love that? No, okay, so you're normal. Okay, cool. Well, I can save you all that time. Okay, if they say yes, we say okay, you're nuts, but okay, whatever. To each his own. It can come gift wrapped. Guys, do you guys know we offer that? Gift wrapping. Hey. Oh, I'm muted. Mute yourself. Okay, cool. Can be personalized, monogrammed, or engraved. Can be personalized, monogrammed, or engraved. Wow, I've got phones and computers and everything up here. 100% refundable or exchangeable within 30 days. Why don't we just record this and put it on NFL.com?
It is.
That's what we're
It
trying to
is.
do.
Okay.
Is Wi-Fi not working?
Ships anywhere in the U.S. Ships anywhere in the U.S. That's important for that long distance aunt that lives in Idaho, okay, or Montana, okay? It's unique, not sold in stores. Well, at least not here, it's not sold in stores. Memorable. People never forget when and where they get their Cutco. I am always astonished when I run into Cutco owners. Who's seen a Cutco owner before? Did they not know exactly when and where they got their Cutco? Did not trip you out? Like, I can't remember where I park my car sometimes. But our Cutco customers can name the dates, almost to the date sometimes, of when and where they got their Cutco. Guys, does that not tell you something? Does that not tell you that that's a monumental moment in their lives? You are impacting. Do you guys see what's happening when you sell someone Cutco? I know that some of you that are brand new probably think I am nuts, and that's okay. There's a reason why I sold $10,000 last week, okay? Because it's called passion, okay? It's called passion. Passion for what you do, passion for the product you sell, okay? And if you can't have passion, I mean, what are you doing here, okay? You gotta have passion for this. So take that passion that I'm gonna like.
Shut down first.
Yeah, I was gonna say a different word. But yeah, that I'm shoving down your throats, and then take that and parlay that to your clients, okay? So your customers. So memorable. It's also affordable, guys. How many Christmas gifts can they buy and then make payments on it all the way into the new year? Jones. How many Christmas gifts can you buy? And Matt's calling. Should I answer it?
Yes.
Should I answer it? Really? Answer? Hello? Yeah. I feel
Cool, I'm getting on the
ultra
conference
famous
call right now.
You are, pretty much.
No doubt.
I didn't realize it was like that. Big of a deal.
You're a big deal.
They're taking through the wind.
Oh, I see. I've been told I look like Lady Gaga before though. I'm like, so who knows a good joke?
Knock, knock.
Third one ducks.
What do you call cheese that isn't yours?
Nacho cheese.
Nice. Why do people like bananas so much?
Why?
Because they have appeal.
Appeal. Appeal.
Yep.
Why does Susie fall off the swing set?
Because she had no arms.
That's Susie.
This is such a good talk. Everybody's like falling out laughing. Okay, call the meeting back to order. We are talking about, if you just tuned in, we are talking about why Cutco rocks as a Christmas gift. And just to recap it, Cutco rocks as a Christmas gift because it's made in the USA. It's used every single day. It's always the right size, color, and style. It's hassle-free, no long lines or busy parking lots. It can come gift wrapped. It can be personalized, engraved, or monogrammed. It's 100% refundable or exchangeable within 30 days. It ships anywhere in the United States. It's very unique. It's memorable. People never forget where they get their Cutco, or when they get their Cutco, and it's affordable. How many Christmas gifts can you make payments on? So here's the thing that I would do. I would take some of those, whatever sticks out to you, and I would print them up in a flyer and stick it in your blue book, like a couple times. Stick it in your blue block in the front, in the middle, before you go over sets. So it's like a flyer. Boom. Why, why does Cutco make a good gift? Because of this. Okay. And then 5 minutes later, why does it make a good gift? Because of this. 5 minutes later, here, it makes a great gift because of all this. Maybe put them in different orders each time. But subliminal messages, that's what's cool, guys. Around this time of year, selling Cutco is about the art of promotion. What I love about selling, guys, and again, I got my degree in marketing, and now that I work full-time doing realtor gifts, I'm all about the psychology of sales and what really gets it done. And it's funny how just changing your language around this time of year, you sell more. Okay, it's about the art of promotion, the different things that you promote throughout the demo. Just changing your language and your lingo makes all the difference. For example, say the words gift and stocking stuffer. Okay, you just simply call the items in the book that you're showing, instead of you say the next tool in your set or tool or item, you call it stocking stuffer or gift. It's not gifts and accessories section, it's called gifts and stocking stuffer section. Okay, very simple. That's all it is, guys. You change your vocabulary just a little bit and it makes all the difference to the client, to the customer. So one of the things I like to do around this time of year, and again, for all the districts tuning in, a lot of new reps on the team, so take this with a grain of salt, but I always like to show accessories, or around this time of year, stocking stuffers, before I close. Why do I like to do that? Well, let's see, because what I do is I go through names and uses, then I say, okay, Mr. Jones, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to flip through our gifts and stocking stuffer section just real quick with you for a couple of reasons. First of all, Cutco makes a great gift idea because all those things are just listed off, right? Pull out the pamphlet that you wrote up with made in America, always the right size, shape, color, always going to be in style, unique, universal, no lines, whatever appeals to you that you like and you want to advertise in your business, pull that out. Cutco makes a great gift because of all of this. It's always the right style.
So let's come up for some air for just a moment. That was about 10 minutes of Jamie King. What did we get from 10 minutes of Jamie King so far? Takeaways. You could unmute yourself. We could talk.
Language is important.
What's that?
Choice words in language are important.
Who's talking right now?
Natalia.
Oh yeah, something's wrong with my camera.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't see anyone talking. Repeat it one more time, Natalia.
Language is important, and a few choice words can help.
So few different choice words. Were there any examples that you got from the choice words?
Gifts and stocking stuffers instead of accessories.
Nice. Gifts and stocking stuffers. Great. Love that. Good. Let's take three or four more. Who else? Who else got something from this?
I liked that she said it doesn't go out of style ever. And also that it's memorable and people don't ever forget when they got their Cutco, where they got it, and who they got it from.
Nice. Excellent. Nice, Deanna. Anise, go for it.
So I got also what Deanna got out of it, being that it's memorable and doesn't go out of style. Because let's be honest, sometimes we get Christmas gifts that we don't actually like. We totally forget about them. And then just mentioning it, like you're going to pick it up 10,000 times throughout the year. How many Christmas gifts are you actually going to do that with? How many Christmas gifts can you continue to pay off? So I feel like that'll get in the customer's mind like, oh, this is the perfect gift. And now I don't have to go search around the mall for hours.
Excellent. Excellent. Maybe one more?
I had one just saying the more you buy, the more you save. So like, let's just go through the gift section. It's like, hey, you're already sitting down, you're already buying some Cutco. Might as well get your gifts out of the way. That way you don't have to worry about it. Plus we ship it to them. And then all the reasons why Cutco is the best gift. And it just kind of becomes like an easy thing for them to do because they're already buying something.
Nice. Excellent. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay. Because I want to respect everyone's time, and I'm going to keep it rolling. If you need to hop off, by all means, no problem. I can send the recording out and the link. Some of you, I know you have, we planned on being done 10 minutes ago, but we just had a lot of information to cover. Plus we wanted to give you extra time for phoning. However, if you have appointments in front of you this weekend, you're like, Mike, keep this shit rolling. I'm in the zone. I want to learn more because I want to use this stuff tomorrow. Hang out. Let's do this thing. Okay. So I'm going to keep it rolling. And if you need to hop off. But I'm going to keep Jamie King going. I know it's a lot of information, but I know it's good information that can help you as well. So I'll let you use your discretion. But here's what I will say. Make sure you talk with your coach, set up a benchmark conversation with them tomorrow. So that way you can map out your weekend schedule and your weekend plans. So let me bring Miss Jamie King back up because I know you guys don't want to hear from me. You want to hear from her.
Blah, blah, blah. Go through the list that you just made. And then say, so a lot of what I like to do is save my customers a lot of time, effort, energy, and money by just helping them get some of their Christmas shopping done today with me. So that they can avoid all of the long lines and, paying more than they need to down at the retail stores. So that is also what I like to do in conjunction with giving you most of that Christmas shopping for free when you try to set a Cutco today. Okay, so I'm just gonna flip through real quick and see if anything catches your eye. Okay, so that's how I build up gifts and stocking stuffer section. So not only did they say, oh yeah, that is a good idea. I could get some Christmas gift shopping. I want to help this cool college kid out anyway. I'll find some things I can do some Christmas shopping. Then boom, what? Wait, what? Say that again. I get it for free. How? How do I get it free? How do I get all my shopping free? Now what are they thinking? What are they focused on? Free.
Yes.
They're focused on what do I want for free. So now they're looking through gifts and accessories section. Oh, I want that for free. I could do that for Uncle Bob for free. Oh, I want pruners. My mom, she loves to garden. I get those for free for her. Okay, so now they're not thinking about spending money. They're thinking about what am I getting for free? What am I going to save? Okay, you guys with me?
Yeah.
Can I hear a hoorah?
Hoorah! Hoorah!
That just sounds fun. So, another thing you want to do is change your names and uses. Again, with the art of promotion. Change your names and uses around this time of year. And it's very simple. Here's what I like to do. You guys are masters at building rapport, right? Of course. Yeah. Well, around this time of year, build some holiday rapport. Ask about trips that are coming up. Ask them about their holiday plans. Are they cooking at home? Are they going somewhere else? Then ask them, hey, what are your favorite holiday foods to prepare? What are your favorite holiday foods to prepare? Keep them talking. Oh, I love pumpkin pie. Oh, really cool. What else do you like? Oh, I love dressing. Oh, really cool. What else do you like? What do you make? What's your best dish all your friends and family rant and rave about? Get them talking. Get them bragging. Okay, if you can get a customer to start bragging on themselves, make them feel good about themselves, compliment them like, oh my gosh, my mom can't make macaroni and cheese for squad. I bet yours is so much better. That is so awesome. Can I come? Can I come for Thanksgiving? Okay, build some rapport, whatever you do. Then, what you're going to do is while you're building rapport, guys, a good salesperson, while you're building rapport, you're taking notes in your head. That's what building rapport is, okay? So you're taking notes. Now, names and uses, you're going to use your notes. Okay, so now you're going to do names and uses geared towards what they just said they cook and love to eat around the holidays. Does that make sense? For two reasons. Number one, they just envision themselves using the knives on their favorite things to prepare. Not to mention, you're making their mouths water talking about the foods they love the most. Does that make sense to you guys? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Just make sure you guys are still with me, okay? So if you're getting their mouth watering, and here's the thing, if you can get someone emotionally tied into the sale, that's how you become a solid 100% closer, because they're emotionally tied. How do you get them emotionally tied in? Well, you get them talking about the things they love, okay? You get them tied in to the things that they love to do, and you get them tied in on how what you're showing them is going to benefit the things that they love and what means the most to them. And when they tell you that they make the best pumpkin pie and that all their kids come home from college around the holidays just for their pumpkin pie, well, by God, you better get that spatula spreader. They better have that. They better have 3 of them. They have to have them because now they can't make their pumpkin pie without that spatula spreader.
Right.
Okay, does that make sense to you guys? All right? You got to tie them into the things they love. Get that emotional bond going on between the product that you're offering and how it's going to benefit them and the things they love. Who's with me? Woo! All right, cool. Awesome. So, I'll give you some examples, okay, for those of you that, may occasionally run into the customer that doesn't like to eat and doesn't do holidays and they're about humbug. Just leave, if that's the case. Paring knife, okay, peeling all the apples for the apple pie or potatoes for the mashed potatoes. Trimmer, lemons and limes for all the cocktails. Spatula spreader, cutting and serving pumpkin and pecan pie, serving up cookies and brownies. Chef knife, great for cubing bread and dicing onions and celery for the stuffing. Slicer, great for all the holiday breads like banana bread, fruitcake, gross. Pumpkin bread, sliced cleans without. Guys, here's the deal. When you go over names and uses, if you can paint pictures with names and uses, like for example, I hold the slicer with 2 fingers just like this. And when I explain it, I'm not explaining it like I'm explaining to you. I'm explaining to you in the sake of time, okay, so I can get through this message. But when you're talking about this, you need to talk passion. Miss Jones, this slicer right here, you can take and hold just your thumb and your forefinger and just lightly draw it across that fresh, hot pumpkin bread. You just do it once, maybe twice, and just glides right through the hot, fresh bread. Peels it right back immediately. You just put warm butter right on there and serve it up hot right out of the oven. Does that sound good or what? Is that just a little bit better than? Is that a little bit better than the next tool in your set is the bread slicer and it's for slicing bread, and the next tool in your set is the turkey carver and it's for I guess carving. Me. Who's making base pay and who's making a commission?
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just saying. You know, when you do your names and uses, you're selling. Guys, have some passion, some enthusiasm. Make them hungry. If they're not hungry, but if you're not hungry by the time you leave a demo, then you didn't do a good job painting pictures, okay? So, moving on. Butcher knife, hardy cut pumpkins, acorn squash, and butternut squash. Carving set, duh. It's the holidays. You guys should be able to come up with that one. But turkeys, roast, hams for Thanksgiving, Christmas dinner. Cheese knife. Miss Jones, how many pounds of potatoes are you cutting up for mashed potatoes? Okay, check this sucker out. Okay, imagine how much quicker that would be to get the job done. Just glides right through. Okay, some cool things to do with your blue book. Yeah. Now this is where the talk gets really interesting, guys. Now this is where some of your personalities are going to have to come out a little bit. Some of you are looking at me like, yeah, this girl's way too nuts for me. Okay, just do something. Just do a little bit of it. Take 1 or 2 things I'm teaching and implement it. You don't have to do it all. But for you crazies out there, like this one, okay, take your blue book and wrap it in wrapping paper like a Christmas present.
Next Tuesday night.
Which is next Tuesday night's team meeting night out. Woohoo! Blue book wrapping. Yeah. Okay, wrap your blue book like a Christmas present. Put your demo knives inside of a stocking.
Ooh.
Okay, go to the dollar store, spend a fortune. Okay, spend like $10. Okay, you take a stocking. It's very simple. You put your red burrito of knives in the stocking, and then everything you pull out is Christmas. Okay, you get yourself some of those little bows with little wire things on them. You guys know what I'm talking about? Just little bows. Tie it around certain pieces of your favorites, like spatula spreader, cheese knife, fisherman's solution. Get yourself some little holiday stickers or like specials, like stars, like stickers. They're stars. And put them in your blue book on the pieces and write, like, some of you are good, right, with scrapbooking and stuff, but special or bonus or holiday or yay or whatever little extra that, you know, put them in your blue book on the pages, you know, things you don't have. But put these, guys, I love the ribbons, by the way. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, they're awesome. Bring candy canes for little kids, okay, with the parents' permission. Ask them if you can give them candy cane. But bring little candy canes and give them to the kids. It's kind of cute. Wear a jingle bell. Wear a Santa hat. Wear some elf shoes. All right, I'll stop there. All right. Lots of cool things that you guys can do. All right. But get festive and get in the spirit, because guess what, guys? I can almost guarantee you, for some people you're doing demos for, you will be the brightest thing that came into their day. And guys, I am 100% certain about this, and I say this with a lot of passion. You have no idea the impact that you can make on someone. You really don't. Okay, guys, I've walked into situations where I was totally unexpected, you know, and here I am with a bright, bubbly personality. I've had people tell me, you know, I was literally crying before I opened the door because of this, and this. Thank you so much for just bringing joy into my life, even for a brief minute. Okay, so what I'm saying here is during the holiday season, that's also a time to give thanks and to be passionate about people. Not just be passionate about Cutco, but just be passionate about life and people in general, because the more you can be thankful of others, be thankful of what you've got, okay, what God has given you in your life, the more that you can spread that love to other people, okay? And it's not about making a sale. It's about showing someone the benefit of what you can do for them and then helping them the best way you know possible. So even if you make a no sale, but you walked away and that customer had a better day because of you, you've done your job. So that's why I'm giving you guys some interesting, like fun, quirky, little, goofy, you know, things that you can do, because you just never know when you're going to make someone laugh. Okay, and if you can make someone laugh, you've made their day, okay? So, do some of that fun stuff. All right, let's talk about phone time, because that's everyone's favorite thing to do, right? Okay. Do you guys think phone time gets easier or harder on the holidays?
Harder.
Okay, good. At least you know. Cool. So, do you think you need to work harder or less?
More.
Okay, good. All right, you guys get the equation there. So, phone time. You handle the objection when?
Before
it comes up. So you say blah blah blah, phone approach, word for word. Well, I know Thanksgiving is this week, or Christmas, whatever it happens to be, and you're probably really, really busy, so am I, but I still have to do 5, whatever that number is, blank more appointments before I can actually take off for the holiday. So it would really help me out if you could just squeeze me in Wednesday at like 2 or maybe later on around 4, and I promise I'll do my demo in half time. Okay, so I'll be in and out in half the time. Okay, so which would work better for you? So again, I know that Thanksgiving, so they can't say, oh, it's Thanksgiving this week, so call me next week. Like, oh, I know it's Thanksgiving this week, I've got a calendar too. Okay, you can't say that. It's like, I already know that Thanksgiving is this week, but I still have to do X number of appointments. I love this too. It's like almost like they won't let me off work until I've done these appointments. It's like, I still have to do 5 more appointments before I can actually take off for the holidays, so it would be great if you could squeeze me in, real quick on Wednesday before you go shopping for all of the food that you're gonna eat on Thursday, or I can come by late, a little bit later on, maybe even help you unpack, okay? Or, you could help them, start, hey, I'll bring the knives, we'll slice and dice some things for tomorrow, get some prep work done. I've done that, by the way. Got a Wednesday appointment book I sold a homemaker on once because I offered to help her chop up stuff. Seriously, whatever you gotta do. Whatever takes attitude, let's do it. Okay? Black Friday is golden. Do not close your store on the most profitable day of the year. Close your eyes. Close your eyes right now. Imagine it's Black Friday. Your favorite store has the best deals of the year. You get up super early, like 5 o'clock in the morning. You roll out of bed. You go to your store. You get there, it's closed. What's your reaction? What are they thinking? Why are they closed? Do you question that business?
Yes.
Do you wonder if they're going to go out of business? Because they're closed when? Yeah, guess what, guys? Don't go out of business on the most important day of the year. Do you guys know why they call it Black Friday?
Yes.
Okay. Exactly. It's, businesses are in the red all year until Black Friday, and then they go into the black, which is profit. So don't close your store on the most profitable day of the year. Okay? That would be a dumb business decision. You don't see retailers doing it. I wouldn't expect you guys to do it either. Keep your store open on Black Friday. Also, call back no sales during the holiday season. Okay, I love this. Call back all your no sales and offer specials or discounts on what they liked but didn't get, or call their husband. This takes a brave soul, guys. Call that husband of Mrs. Jones that had to talk to the husband, okay, and then they didn't get it. Oh, I wonder why. But call them back and say, hey, I know you guys have decided to place an order for the set. No big deal, not for you, but I will tell you, she had her eye on that specialist better. There was one piece she really loved, and I just wanted to let you know I could give you a special on a couple of pieces of Cutco if you did want to slide it under the tree for her for Christmas, because we had a great time on the demo. She really, really loved the stuff, but the set wasn't in the budget. Okay? Guess what? Mr. Jones, it's a week before Christmas. He hasn't gotten her anything. He doesn't remember what she wants. He's like, all right, yeah, I don't really know what else I'm going to get her. So, boom. Okay? Call back your no sales and close some sales.
Piece orders add up.
Yeah, piece orders add up. Okay, they do. And last but not least, the close. This is my favorite part of holiday selling. The close. We call the 5K the holiday layaway plan. Holiday layaway plan. So after you've done your close word for word, okay, so blah, 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 the homemaker is only $10.79. Now, the best part is, Ms. Jones, I know you didn't wake up this morning and say, oh, it's the holiday season. I think I'll spend an extra $1,000 I wasn't planning on, on some knives. And I know you didn't think that before I came over. But what I love, let me explain our holiday layaway plan. What we let you do, we actually let you try out a set risk-free for the whole holiday season. So what we do is we send you a set, let you use it, and try it out and do all of your holiday cooking with it, Ms. Jones. Okay? We just throw a quick 20% deposit down. What I do, guys, you write everything down. Take the back of your order form out. Take the back of your order form out, and you write $10.79 on the back of it. Okay? What we let you do is we let you try out a whole set for the holiday season, just to cook with it, do all your holiday cooking with it. What we do is we throw just a quick 20% deposit on your credit card as a security deposit. And I kind of circle it, just like this. So, security deposit, just to hold your order while we send you the set, let you use it. What's really great is they let us send it to you, give you a whole month to use it, try it out, kind of everything in life. If you get anything at home that you don't like, you don't love, no big deal. It's 100% refundable. It's just a security deposit, okay? When you fall in love with it, after you've done all your holiday cooking with it and realize what a great value it is, what they do is they let you take that, the rest of it, they turn this into a payment, and then they actually let you just do 4 more, the same amount on your debit or credit card, no interest, no financing, nothing like that. So you get your set now, before all your holiday cooking, and you pay for it all the way to the new year. Okay, now what's great about this, Ms. Jones, remember how you like that fisherman's solution for Uncle Bob? You know, you thought that might be a good Christmas gift, or the pruners for your mom? Well, here's the best deal. We have the best specials of the entire year going right now. And just by deciding to put down just a 20% deposit on your debit or credit card, I can actually let you take an additional, and here's just a good rule of thumb. Whatever the payment is, that's how much I give them for free. I can actually let you take an additional $230 shopping spree throughout the rest of the book to take the money you were already going to spend on Christmas gifts and get it for free just by trying out your set of Cutco. Yes. Yes.
When
can we get it? Yes. So, the hard part is, which color do you like? Classic or pearl?
That's a good. Pearl or cherry or chocolate?
Pearl or cherry block. Okay, cool. Then and the second hardest question, what were the free things you're gonna get? Was it the fisherman's solution? Was it the pruners? You guys, the closing question is totally not if they're gonna buy it or not. It's like, which color do you like? What are the things you want to prefer? And you just assume the self. Who thinks that's fire?
Fire flame.
Fire flame. So just to wrap that up, guys, and wrap this whole thing up, the way that you do this, you get them focused on the small number now, okay, with the same amounts for free, so it's a wash. And this is money they were already spending. You guys get that? They were already going to buy Uncle Bob a Christmas gift, or Aunt Betty, or their sister, or their daughter. Does that make sense to you guys? They were already going to spend this money, so spend it here. They'll get that for free. They get to try out the world's finest cutlery they already love and want to anyway. You're just making it make sense for them to do it. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
With that, I'm going to close up. So thank you, everyone.
So now I could see. Now I know. Now I know who was interested in taking those notes. The Lone Rangers. The Lone Rangers. Nice. Any big takeaways you want to share before we stop the recording and part ways for the night? From Deanna, Natalia, Sally. Who are you? You're San Tricia, aren't you?
Yes, Sally and Centrici is the same person.
Any takeaways that you want to share? Any of you?
I liked how she said that the holiday season is about being thankful, be thankful for people, and you just want to make them happy and spread joy. It's not only about the sale. I like that.
That is good. It's a great reminder.
And making their spending make sense.
And making their what?
Making their spending make sense.
Making their spending make sense. That's always a good one. I agree. Cool. Well, I will stop the recording there.